हेलो लर्नर्स, वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल बी क्यूरियस। आज हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं प्लांट किंगडम, जिसमें हम कवर करेंगे एल्गी, ब्रायोफाइटा, टेरिडोफाइटा, जिम्नोस्पर्म, एंजियोस्पर्म। ब्रॉड क्लासिफिकेशन of living organisms under the system proposed by Whitaker, wherein he suggests the five kingdom classification: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Animalia, Plantae. So, kingdom Plantae, popularly known as a plant kingdom. We must stress here that our understanding of the plant kingdom has changed over time. Fungi and member of Monera and Protista having cell walls have now been excluded from Plantae, though earlier classifications placed them in the same kingdom. So the cyanobacteria, that are also referred to as blue-green algae, are not algae anymore. In this chapter, we will describe algae, bryophyta, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms under Plantae. Let us look at look Let us also look at classification within angiosperm to understand some of the concerns that influence the classification system. The earliest system of classification used only a gross superficial morphological characters such as habit, color, number, and shape of leaves. They were based mainly on vegetative characters or on the androecium structure system given by Linnaeus. Such systems are artificial. They separated the closely related species since they were based on a few characteristics. Also, the artificial systems gave equal weightage to vegetative and sexual characteristics. This is not acceptable since we know that often the vegetative characters are more easily affected by environment. Against this, natural classification system developed which were based on natural affinities among the organisms and consider not only the external features but also internal features like ultrastructure, anatomy, embryology, phytochemistry. Such a classification for flowering plant were given by George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker. At present, phylogenetic classification system based on evolutionary relationships between the various organisms are acceptable. This assumes that organisms belonging to the same taxa have a common ancestor. We now use information from many other sources to help resolve difficulty in classification. These become more important when there is no supporting fossil evidence. Numerical taxonomy, which is now easily carried out using computers, is based on all observable characteristics. Number and codes are assigned to all the characters and the data are then proceeded. In this way, each character is given equal importance, and at the same time, hundreds of characters can be considered. Taxonomy, that is based on cytological information like chromosome number, structure, behavior. Chemotaxonomy, that used the chemical constituents of the plant to resolve confusions and also used by taxonomists these days. Algae. Algae are chlorophyll-bearing, simple, thylakoid, and autotrophic, and largely aquatic, both freshwater and marine organisms. They occur in a variety of other habitats: moist stones, soils, wood. Some of them also occur in association with fungi, lichen, and animals. Moth, sloth bear. The form of size of algae is highly variable, ranging from colonial forms like volvox and filamental form like anthro- anthrax and spirogyra. A few of the marine forms, such as the kelp, form massive plants body. The algae reproduce by vegetative, asexual, and sexual methods. Vegetative reproduction is by fragmentation. Each fragment develops into thallus. Asexual reproduction is by the production of different types of spores, the most common being the zoospores. They are flagellated, motile, and on germination give rise to new plants. Sexual reproduction take place through fusion of two gametes. These gametes can be flagellated and similar in size, or non-flagellated, non-motile, but similar in size, as in Spirogyra. Such reproduction is called isogamy. Fusion of two gametes similar in size as in species of Eudorina is termed as angiogamous. Fusion between one a large non-motile female gametes or a small motile male gamete is termed oogamous. Volvox and fucus. Algae are useful to man in a variety of ways. At least a half of the total dioxide carbon dioxide fixation on Earth is carried out by algae through photosynthesis. Being photosynthetic, they increase the level of dissolved oxygen in their immediate environment. They are of peroxide importance as primary producers of energy-rich compounds which form the basis of food cycle of all aquatic animals. Many species of Porphyra, Laminaria, sargassum are among the 70 species of marine algae used as food. Certain marine brown and red algae produce large amounts of hydrocolloids, water-holding substance, algine, brown algae, and carrageenan red algae, which are used commercially. Agar, one of the commercial products, occur from Gelidium and Gracilaria are used to grow microbes and in preparation of ice cream and jellies. Chlorella, a unicellular alga rich in protein, is used as food supplement even by space travelers. The algae are divided into three main classes: chlorophylls, Pheophysi, and Rhodophysi. Chlorophysi. The members of Chlorophysi are commonly called green algae. The plant body may be unicellular, colonial, filamentous. They are usually grass green due to the dominance of pigment chlorophyll A and B. The pigments are localized in definite chloroplast. The chloroplast may be discoid, plate-like, reticulate, cup-shaped, spiral, ribbon-shaped in different species. Most of the members have one or more storage bodies called pyrenoids located in chloroplast. Pyrenoids contain protein besides starch. Some algae may store food in the form of oil droplet. Green algae usually have a rigid cell wall made of an inner layer of cellulose and outer layer of pectose. Vegetative reproduction usually take place by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction is by flagellated zoospores produced in zoosporangia. The sexual reproduction shows considerable variation in the type of formation of sex cells, and it may be isogamous, angiogamous, or oogamous. Some commonly found green algae are Cladomonas, Boardwalks, Ulothrix, Spirogyra, and Cara. Phaeophyceae. The member of Phaeophyceae or brown algae are found primarily in marine habitats. They show great variation in size and form. They range from simple branched filamentous form to profusely branched form as represented by kelps, which may reach a height of 100 meters. They possess chlorophyll A, C, and carotenoids and xanthophylls. The vary, they vary in color from olive green to various shades of brown depending upon the amount of xanthophyll pigments. Fucoxanthin present in them. Food is stored as complex carbohydrates, which may be in the form of laminaria and mannitol. The vegetative cells have a cellulosic wall, usually covered on the outside of the gelatinous coating of algin. The protoplast contains, in addition to plasmids, plastids, a centrally located vacuoles and nucleus. The plant body is usually attached to the spectrum by a holdfast and has a stalk and the stipe, leaf-like photosynthetic organ the front. Vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction in most brown algae is the biflagellated zoospore that are pear-shaped and have two unequal laterally attached flagella. Sexual reproduction may be isogamous, angiogamous, and oogamous. Union of gametes may take place in water or within the oogamous species. The gametes are pyriform, pear-shaped, and bear two laterally attached flagella. The common forms are Ectocarpus, Dictota, Laminaria, Sargassum, and Fucus. Rhodophyceae. The members of Rhodophyceae are commonly called red algae because of predominance of the red pigment or phycoerythrin in their body. Majorly, Majority of the red algae are marine with greater concentration found in the warmer area. They occur in both well-lighted regions close to surface of water and also great depth in ocean where relatively little light penetrates. The red thalli of most of the red algae are multicellular. Some of them have a complete complex body organization. The food is stored as Floridian starch, which is very similar to amylopectin and glycogen in structure. The red algae usually reproduce vegetatively by fragmentation. The reproduces asexual by non-motile spores and sexual by non-motile gametes. This table showing division of algae and their main characteristics. Classes are chlorophyll, chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae, and rhodophyceae. So chlorophyceae is commonly named green algae, phaeophyceae commonly named brown algae, and rhodophyceae is red algae. Major pigment of chlorophyceae is chlorophyll AB, and major pigment of phaeophyceae is chlorophyll A, C, fucoxanthin, and major pigment of rhodophyceae is chlorophyll A, D, and phycoerythrin. Stored food of chlorophyceae is starch. Stored food of phaeophyceae is mannitol laminaria. Stored food of rhodophyceae is Floridian starch. So cell wall in chlorophyceae is cellulose. Cell wall in phaeophyceae is cellulose and algin. Cell wall of rhodophyceae is cellulose, pectin, and polysulfate ester. Sexual reproduction is oocyte and accompanied by complex post-fertilization development. The common members are Polysiphonia, Porphyra, Glacilaria, Gelidinium. Bryophyta. Bryophyta include the various mosses and liverworts that are found commonly growing in moist shade area in the hills. These are the structure of Bryophyta. Live oak, Marchidia, female thallus. This is a female thallus, and male thallus. This is male thallus, and C structure showing funaria, gametophytes, and sporophytes. So this structure is sporophyte, and this structure is gametophyte, and capsule, seta, leaves, main axis, rhizoidium. These structures showing sphagnum. Bryophytes are also called amphibians of the plant kingdom because these plants can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. They usually occur in damp, humid, and shaded localities. They play an important role in plant succession or bare rock soil. The plant body of bryophytes is more differentiated than the algae. It is thallus-like and prostrate or erect and attached to the substratum leaves substratum by unicellular and multicellular rhizoids. They lack true roots, stems, or leaves. So they lack roots, stems, and leaves. They may possess root-like, leaf-like, and stem-like structure. The main plant body of the bryophyta haploid. Is haploid. The process the produce gametes hence is called gametophyte. The sex organ is bryophyta is multicellular. The male sex organ is called antheridium, and they produce biflagellate antherozoids. The female sex organ, called archegonia, is flask-shaped and produce a single egg. The antherozoids are released into water where they come in contact with archegonium and an anthrazoid fuses with the egg to produce the zygote. Zygotes do not undergo reduction division immediately. They produce a multicellular body called sporophytes. The sporophytes is not living, free living, but attached to the photosynthetic gametophytes and derives nourishment from it. Some cells of the sporophyte undergo reduction division. Meiosis is produce haploid spores. These spores germinate to produce gametophyte. Bryophytes in general are little in economic importance, but some mosses produce food for herbaceous mammals, birds, and other animals. Species of Sphagnum moss provide pits that have long been used as fuels and as packing material for transshipment of living organisms because of their capacity to hold water. Mosses, along with lichens, are the first organism to colonize rocks and hence are of a great ecological importance. They decompose rocks, making the substrate suitable for the growth of higher plants. Since mosses form dense mate on the soil, they reduce the impact of falling rain and prevent soil erosion. The bryophytes are divided into liverworts and mosses. Liverwort grow usually in moist, shady habitats and banks of streams, marshy areas, grounds, damp soils, bark of trees, and deep in the woods. The plant body of a liverwort is thylakoid Marchandia. The stylus is dorsiventral and closely appressed to the substrate. The leafy members have teeny leaf-like appendage in two rows on the stem-like structures. A sexual reproduction in liverwort take place by fragmentation of thalli or by the formation of specialized structure called gamete, singular gamma. Gamete are green, multicellular, asexual buds which develop in small receptacles called gamma cups. Located on the thalli, the gamete becomes detached from the parental body and form new individuals. During sex reproduction, male and female sex organs are produced earlier, either on the same or on different thalli. The sporophytes is differentiated into a foot, seta, and capsule. After meiosis, spores are reproduced within the capsule. These spores germinate to form free living gametophytes. The predominant stage of the life cycle of a moss is the gametophyte, which consists of two stages. Mosses. The mosses first stage is protonema stage, which develops directly from a spore. It is creeping, green, branched, and frequently filamentous stage. The second stage is the leafy stage, which develops from the secondary protonema as a lateral bud. They consist of upright, slender axes bearing spirally arranged leaves. They are attached to the soil through multicellular and branched rhizoids. This stage bears the sex organs. Vegetative reproduction in mosses is by fragmentation and budding in the secondary protonema. In sexual reproduction, the sex organs Antheridia archigonia are produced at the apex of the leafy shoots. After fertilization, the zygote develops into a sporophyte consisting of a foot seta capsule. The sporophyte is more elaborate than that in liverworts. The capsule contains spores. Spores are formed after meiosis. The mosses have an elaborate mechanism of spore dispersal. Common examples of mosses are Funaria, Polytrichum, Sphagnum, Pteridophytes. Third classification of plant kingdom. The pteridophyte include horsetail and ferns. Pteridophytes are used for medical purposes and as soil binders. They are also frequently grow as ornaments. Evolutionarily, evolutionarily, they are the first terrestrial plants to possess vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. So this is the first king, plant kingdom who have presence of vascular tissue like xylem and phloem. You shall study more about this tissue in chapter 6, which I cover in next video. The pteridophytes are found in cool, damp, shady places. Thought some may flourish well in sandy soil conditions. You may recall that in bryophytes, the dominant phase in the life cycle is the gametophytic plant body. However, in pteridophytes, the main plant body is a sporophytes, which is differentiated into true root, stem, leaf. These organs possess well differentiated vascular tissue. The leaves in pteridophytes are small microphylla, as in Selaginum genera, and large macrophylla, as in ferns. The sporophytes bear sporangia that are subtended by leaf-like appendages called sporophylls. In some cases, sporophylls may form distinct compact structure called strobili, cones, Selaginella and Eustatum. The sporangia produce spores by meiosis in spore mother cells. The spores germinate to give rise to inconspicuous, small but multicellular, free-living, most photosynthetic thylakoid gametophytes called prothallus. These gametophytes require cool, damp, shady places to grow. Because of these specific character restricted requirement and the need for water for fertilization, the spread of living pteridophytes is limited and restricted to narrow geographical region. The gametophytes bear male and female sex organ called antheridia and archegonia, respectively. Water is required for transfer of antherozoids. The male gametes released from the antheridia to the mouth of antherogonia. Fusion of male gametes with the egg present in the archegonium result in the formation of zygote. Zygote thereafter produce a multicellular, well-differentiated sporophyte, which is the dominant phase of the pteridophytes. In majority of the pteridophytes, all the spores are the similar kind, such plants are called homosporous. Genera like Selegenium, Seleginella, and Salvinia, which produce two kinds of spores, major large and micro small spores, are known as heterospores. The megaspores and microspores germinate and give rise to female and male gametophytes respectively. The female gametophyte is these plants and retain on the parent sporophytes for variable periods. The development of the zygotes into young embryos take place within the female gametophytes. This event is precursors to the seed habit, considered an important step in evolution. The pteridophytes are further classified into four classes: Coelopsida, Coeloptum, Lycopsida, Flaginella, Lycopodia, and Spanopsida, Eustedum, and Pteropsida, Tritorix, and Teres, and Adiantum. Gymnosperm. The gymnos, naked sperma means seeds, naked seeds, are present in which the ovules are not enclosed by any ovary wall and remain exposed. So in gymnosperm, ovary wall is naked, so remain exposed both before and after fertilization. The seeds that develop post fertilization are not covered, that is, are naked. Gymnosperms include medium sized trees or tall trees and shrubs. One of the gymnosperm, the giant redwood tree, Sequoia, is one of the tallest tree species. The roots are generally tap roots. Roots in some genera have fungal association in the form of mycorrhiza, while in some others, small specialized roots called coralloids roots are associated with antufixing cyanobacteria. The stems are unbranched cycas or branched pinus and citrus. The leaves may be simple or compound. In cycas, the pinnate leaves persist for a few years. The leaves in gymnosperms are well adapted to withstand extremes of temperature, humidity, wind. In conifers, the needle-like leaves reduce the surface area. Their thick cuticles and shunted stomata also help to reduce water loss. The gymnosperm are heterosporous. They produce haploid microspores and megaspores. The two kind of spores are produced within sporangia that are borne on sporophytes, which are arranged spirally along an axis or to form lax or compact strobili or cone. The strobili bearing microsporophylls and microsporangia are called microsporangiate or male strobili. The microspores develop into a male gametophytic generation which is highly reduced and is confined to only a limited number of cells. This reduced gametophyte is called a pollen grain. The development of pollen grains take place within the sporangia. The cones bearing megasporophyle with ovules are megasporangia are called macrosporangiate or female strobili. The male or female cones and strobili may be born on the same tree, Pinus. Pinus having a cones and strobili both in same plant. However, in Cycas, male cones and megasporophylls are born on different trees. The megaspores mother cell is differentiated from one of the cell of the nucleus nucellus. The nucellus is protected by envelopes and the composite structure is called ovule. The ovules are borne on megasporophylls which may be clustered to form the female cones. The megaspores mother cell divides meiotically to form four megaspores. One of the megaspores enclosed within the megasporangium develops into a multicellular female gametophyte that bears two or more archegonia or female sex organs. The multicellular female gametophyte is also retained within megasporangium. Unlike bryophytes and pteridophytes in gymnosperm, the male and female gametophyte an independent free living existence. Do not have independent free living existence. They remain within the spongia retained on the sporophylls. The pollen grain is released from the microsporangium. They are carried in air currents and come in contact with the opening of the or ovules formed on megasporanphyll. The pollen tube carry the male gametes grow towards archegonia in the ovules and discharge their contents near the mouth of the archegonia. Following fertilization, zygote develop into an embryo and the ovules into seeds. These seeds are not covered. Angiosperms, the last and fifth category of the plant kingdom, angiosperms. Until the gymnosperms, where the ovules are naked, in the angiosperms or flowering plants, the pollen grains and ovules are developed in specialized structure called flowers. In angiosperms, the seeds are enclosed in fruits. The angiosperms are an exceptionally large group of plants occurring in wide range of habitats. They range in the size from the smallest wolfia to large tall tree of eucalyptus over 100 meters. They provide us with food, fodder, fuel, medicine, and several other commercial important products. They are divided into two classes: di- diato- dicotyledonous and monocotyledonous. Thank you for listening and please do subscribe and share this video. Thank you.